This is KC9VKV calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor calling CQ and listening.
Calling CQ and listening.
This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. KC9VKV calling CQ and listening.
Calling CQ and listening.
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. KC9VKV calling CQ and listening.
Calling CQ and listening.
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. KC9VKV calling CQ and listening.
Calling CQ and listening.
Station coming back. Try again. This is KC9VKV.
BKV, I probably have the call incorrect. This is Whiskey Alpha 4 Yankee Bravo Papa, GREG-WA4YBP. The name is Greg, located in Shelby, North Carolina, Greg.
Roger, Roger. Come back with the call sign one more time.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Yankee Bravo Papa, GREG-WA4YBP, go.
YBP, Roger, Roger. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Name here is Jim Juliet India Mike. Roger.
Roger, Jim. KD9, I believe it's KD9 Victor Alpha Victor. Maybe have it wrong. Yes. Yeah, got a good signal, but just my ears are not working very well this morning. Located in Shelby, North Carolina, doing a really good job on my end. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Now, you might be just a tad low in frequency. You might check and see if your clarifier's on. Might be just a tad low on frequency. Not enough to write home about, but like I say, maybe your clarifier's on. We're on 7280 straight up, Roger. 7280 straight up.
Roger, Jim. I should sound a little bit better. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Sounds real good now. What radio are you running, sir?
Well, we've got a IC7300, just put a pan adapter. So I'm doing my tuning completely remote with my mouse, my computer mouse, and letting the pan adapter control everything. Depending on how you got the band spectrum set up to when you're doing the tuning on the mouse. But anyhow, I'll get used to it eventually. How are you doing today?
Doing real well. You say you are running a 7300?
Roger, Roger.
Roger, take a look at your passband adapter and tell me how wide I am. I should be under 3. Should be under 3. Just take a look at your pan adapter and tell me how wide I am there and what signal strength I am to you, Roger.
2.7, and you're about a 10 over S9 at that time. There, Jim, doing a great job. I'm running barefoot, just with a 160 highest band antenna here on floor. But you're doing a great job, Joey.
Roger, Roger. And I got a bunch of antennas and I got a bunch of SDRs in a monitoring system. And I wonder if you could give me about 10 or 15 seconds and tell me about your your antenna system, and let me tune around and see if I can find a better path for us. Roger.
Roger, Jim. All right, this is GREG-WA4YBP.
Yes, sir. I'm not doing too well on my local antennas. I had to go to Milford, PA for their SDR, which I run usually 4 SDRs. We run a Qso-Vlog net on 7188 Friday afternoons, and just running a kind of a shakedown cruise here. We've come up with some new equipment. We have a kind of a set that we use. We record the Qso-Vlog, and we have a set that we use, and we have different features in the set. We have a spectrum analyzer, all kinds of audio interpretive kind of things. And let me just plug this in. We're on 72. Wait a minute. Let me. Sorry about this. 72. Trying to get a different 80. 7280. Okay. Trying to get another SDR up. Coming up on Georgia. Let me come back and let me hear you again there. The name here is Jim, anyway, Juliet India Mike, and going to try Georgia SDR, see if I can get a better copy on you on the Georgia SDR. Roger.
On the Georgia SDR, Roger.
Baker on this signal, that came right back up. You went from about 10 over to about an S8 there for just a very short period of time. Anyhow, Shelby's located about 45 miles west of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we are running the ICOM 7300 barefoot. Don't have the amp on here today, but you're sounding good. The audio quality is excellent, very, very balanced between your low end and your vocal frequencies. They're doing a great job. Back over to you.
Roger. I forgot to mention I am recording this, and we do post them up on YouTube. So, gosh, if you had a power amp, you could come up. You would sound a lot better. But like I say, we are recording now just to check out our. We have a thing, I'm calling it the RF region detector. RF region detector. It's a map of the USA, and it's broken down into numbers the same as your call signs are broken down. And then we have remote control LEDs marking the different regions. So when we're working a W4, like right now, I've got my Region 4 LED light blinking on the set. And the problem was I wanted to be sure that everything was cool as far as when it faced a KW, if those lights would blink or go crazy. And it looks to be working okay, Roger.
Looks to be working okay, Roger.
Roger that, Jim. Oh yeah, sounds very nice. Doing a great job. Signal-wise and audio quality is doing a great job. That's a very interesting setup you've got, Jim. I know it takes a while to put anything like that together. So we just installed the pound adapter here about 2 weeks ago, and haven't had much chance to play around with it. It's got so many different settings that it will control the 7300 pretty completely remotely. So anyhow, we'll get used to it. And yep, I've got a little amplifier, but it's on another rig. I use the RC7000 on the a little 600 watt, Ameritron, a little 600 watt, and on this bamboo I use the 7300, mostly barefoot. But anyhow, back over to you. Weather here in North Carolina, beautiful day. Hope everything. And give me your call letters again, Jim. I roughly got it, but I'd like to have the complete call letter. All right, back over to you, WA4YBP.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'm copying your signal and looking at your audio on a VU meter. And as far as Milford's concerned, I'm looking at their audio also. And Milford is, you're about 7 to 8 dB over there. Milford's, stand corrected, we're using the Georgia SDR at the moment, and you're about 8 dB over the Georgia SDR noise level, so you're doing real good. Like I say, name here is Jim, and what's the name that way, sir?
Jim, and what's the name that way, sir?
The name is Greg, Germany, Romeo, Echo, Germany. Named after Gregory Peck, one of the old Hollywood stars. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, fine character, that Gregory Peck. Always the champion of the underdog and the #1 actor in usually the movie. So doing a real good job there. Roger, Roger.
Job there, Roger, Roger.
Roger, Jim. I think if truth be known, my mother had a big crush on him back in those days, and I think that's where he must have impressed her quite a bit. Go ahead.
Roger that. Roger that. Could you come back one more time, slowly, phonetically, with your call sign, please?
Phonetically with your call sign, please.
Roger, Jim. It's WA4YBP. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Yankee Bravo Papa. Roger.
Yankee Bravo Papa. Roger.
Yankee Bravo Papa. Roger.
QSL.
All right. And how long have you had your 7300?
How long have you had your 7300?
We've had the 7300 probably about 2 years now. When it first came out, I was able to get this one from CQ Magazine, who was at that time doing a review on the 7300, and they sold it at their cost, which saved me considerably amount of money. And I really enjoyed the rig. Just about all my ham station is consisted of ICOM radios here, Jim. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Now, you're using the supplied hand mic with that radio?
The supplied hand mic with that radio?
I'm using the SM30. SM30 desk mic.
Roger, I could hear just a little mouth noise. Are you about 4 inches away from that radio or the microphone?
Radio or the microphone?
I'm about 4 inches now. That's probably a little bit more what it should be. About 4 inches right there. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now that cleared up a bunch of stuff there. You were maybe hitting your ALC a little too hard there, and your dynamic range. We do a setup system on our Qso-Vlog net, and let me just work on mine just for a second here. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Audio 1 2 3 4 5. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. That's that should be sounding all right there, Roger.
Yeah, sounding all right there, Roger.
Roger, your volume came up quite a bit, and still saved the quality. I'm in audio. We sell audio equipment to professional bands and also home theater and all that good stuff. So sound quality is very important to me, and how always has been. Over.
Roger, Greg. Well, let me give you our generic tune-up procedure, if you might be interested. We use this procedure to convert a normal 10 dB dynamic range transmitter to a 3 dB dynamic transmitter and go from an average of 30% average peak modulation to a transmitter that's running 80 to 85% average peak modulation, and starts with the compressor engaged at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does exactly what we need it to do to begin our setup procedure. 3 on the compressor if you would be interested.
3 on the compressor if you would be interested.
Oh, yeah, that sounds very interesting, Jim. I mean, that's, how long have you been working on that actual procedure?
We've been running for 5 years. I've got about 1,850 Qso-Vlog recordings, and like I say, that generic setup procedure was developed generically because we run across all kinds of transmitters, but our tune-up procedure is good for all of them. And like I said, the compressor starts our setup procedure at a 3, and then we move to our ALC with the mic gain in hand, and then doing a quick count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, looking at the ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and adjust the ALC meter for mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3 on the ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation.
Mic gain manipulation.
Roger. GREG-WA4YBP back to you. I can tell you've been doing that a long time. Excellent quality. Excellent quality. Jim, can you give me your call again phonetically there so I make sure I have everything correct? Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. It's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. KC9VKV, and incidentally, like I say, we are recording this, and if you would like to hear it, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by today's date, 10/21/21, you'll find it, and we'll probably upload it within the next couple of hours there, I would think. So like I say, go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, along with today's date, 10/21/21, and that should take you directly to the recording. Roger?
Directly to the recording, Roger.
Roger, KC9 Victor Kilo Victor. That's great. I'll do that, Jim. I'll wait this afternoon. Go back and try to listen to some of that. That's great. That's a very good idea. Well, it's been great talking to you. I just heard such a good, strong signal come up. I said, I'll find out where he's at and what he's doing today. I hope you have a great day and continue success with the audio, because you are one of the best sounding signals I've heard in a good while. So this is WA4 Yankee Bravo Papa back over, and best 73 to you, Jim.
Roger, Roger, Greg, and if you get a chance on your EQ, I would punch up the treble EQ plus 3 clicks from where it is. 3 clicks additional treble EQ from where you are. I know that 7300 has 5 clicks, but 3 from where you are. So if it goes to 5, it goes to 5, but you need just a little more articulation on the top end of your audio curve. Roger?
Top end of your audio curve, Roger.
Roger, Roger. I'll give that a try. And, of course, my voice changes quite a bit as the day goes by. Depending on how much coffee I've had there, Roger.
Roger, Roger. But the top end, the syllabic range of the voice always doesn't change much, unless you have dental work. Then sometimes that may affect the S range. But always imagine yourself in the middle of a pile-up with 40,000 people competing for acceptance, and the more intelligible your signal is, the easier it is to understand in adverse conditions. Roger?
Adverse conditions, Roger.
Oh, that's exactly right. You're absolutely right there. And the higher end is where most of the articulation becomes, especially in the voices. That's no doubt about that. Thanks for the info, Jim. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing. And good to meet you here on this frequency. We'll be looking out for you here any time in the future. We hear you. You bet 73 to you. WA4YBP. Bye for now.
Roger, Roger, Greg. Yeah, we usually run Friday afternoons between 3:30 and 5 on 7188. 7188 Friday afternoons between 3:30 and 5. So good to talk at you, sir. Really appreciate the QSO. And like I say, we'll probably get this up within the next couple of hours. 73. This is KC9VKV.